Good evening and welcome to the African Town Hall eBook Club Engagement Hour for today, the 30th of September 2020. It is always a pleasure for me to be with you in this program because it concerns reading, which is one of the principal objectives of the Town Hall Communication Company, the Project 30 Before 30 International, to help the rising generations of Africa be able to find books to read so that they will become what they want to be. We are driving the reading of books, helping to increase reading culture among our people because we want to redress what has been said about Africa, that if you want to hide anything from an African, then you should hide it inside a book. One, that is a truth that is very insulting, but it's true because our people don't read. If our people read, those who rule us today, whether they are in the executive or legislative arms of governments or judiciary in Africa, they will be doing different than what they are doing today. Everyone in power goes there to grab. None of them are there to heal, to help, to build. Governments make budgets in Africa, nothing is included for the rising generation. They do not refer to the rising generations of Africa. They have no plan for them. One of the things I see about the rising generation of Africa is that these are a people that has been ignored, marginalized, forgotten, and are never planned or budgeted for. We have been living under the roof of careless, blind, and brainless rulers who have made it difficult for the rising generation to have hope for the right things in life. We at African Town Hall Communication Company and African Town Hall Online Television and Project 30 Before 30, the product we created to help the rising generations of Africa find their feet, have come to change that narrative. One of the things we are doing to deal with this is the creation of the African Town Hall eBook Club. For those who have not yet heard about the eBook Club is a compilation of that is targeting 1 million books. And all of this will be made available free to download and read online or offline by the rising generations of Africa and all the members of the club for a paltry membership fee, annual membership fee of 500 naira or 1,000 naira for the premium membership. The issue here is not the money. The issue is to find a way to make the rising generation, put out a leg of responsibility. But that is the small side of the issue. The larger part of the issue is that the eBook Club is also a customized business that the rising generation can use to start learning how to be entrepreneurs and leaders. Because as soon as you join the eBook Club, you will receive a referral website of your own that will show all your activities, the books you are reading, the books you are downloading, the people you invite to join the eBook Club, the commission you are earning, and all the information, including your own password to enable you access all the ebooks you need. Now, when the rising generation have accessed this eBook Club and are able to invite other people to come and join it, they are able to make money. If, for example, you invite someone to join the eBook Club, you earn 50% of what they paid. For example, if they paid for the premium membership, which is 1,000 naira, immediately you join, the system automatically credits your wallet with 500 naira. And we have a very cheap low cash out. As soon as you make up to 1,000 naira, you are free to cash out your money. Maybe at least so that will help you kind of test it out and see that as soon as you request to be cashed out, that you get your money. So this is how this works, and all of these have been automated into that beautiful website, which is www.theafricantownhall.com. the africantownhall.com/ebook club. We invite you to visit our website so that you can see these things for yourself. Visit the website so you can see these things for yourself and see that one, the website is high class, is beautifully made, and it is prepared to help you to achieve what you want to do in learning how to read and so on. That's number one. Number two is that the ebook club is set up to prepare us for leadership. When I saw this quote, readers today are leaders tomorrow, and the one I already know long ago that says leaders are readers, I have taken my time to check, and I discovered that one of the principal characteristics of many wealthy multi-millionaires, entrepreneurs, leaders, those good leaders, not the rulers we have in most African countries, including Nigeria, but the real leaders, those who prepare themselves to give to society, they are always reading. Because something I learned as a child way back in primary school many years ago that says, reading maketh a man. And I add, and woman also. When you read, you will be a man indeed, because your mind will be opened, your world will be expanded, your brain will be increased, your capacity will grow. That's what reading does to people. So we want the rising generations of Africa to be able to read so they can grow their minds. The intention here is that when my generation have finished their current brigandage on Africa, the next generation are going to be a generation of leaders who will build the continent. If you check the manifesto of Project 30 Before 30 International, which is the parent organization for the African Town Hall eBook Club, the manifesto has three elements in it. Number one is personal development, which is increased awareness of your capabilities, of your possibilities, of your opportunities, of your skills, the skills you have and the ones you can have. And then the second is personal empowerment, which has to do with entrepreneurship and leadership. And when you have these two qualifications, you now have power to midwife the renaissance of the African continent, to change things here. Now, we at African Town Hall Communication Company Limited and African Town Hall online media, all our media organization and everything we do are concerned on the worries, and I'm worried about the fact that if Africa continues to be led the way we are led today, we will be recolonized, because this place will go down. And then, because of the problem that Africa will be causing to the rest of the world, the other parts of the world will have no choice than to recolonize the continent and try to see if they can get things right. But those guys do not have any better brains than us. No, the Africans are the first creation of God. I want to repeat this until everybody hears it. We are the first creation of God. Africa is directly under the sun. The sun rises from the presence of God, and we are blessed with so much. A lot of resources, be they mineral, materials, physical, the geography, the topography, and the land of Africa is resources of all the natural and otherwise are the best in the whole world. The human beings in Africa are intelligent. The only thing we are missing is wisdom. And reading books will help us get that wisdom. Now, I consider most of my generation, let's say 99.99% of my generation, are lost. We are lost. We have destroyed Africa. But I do not, as a person, and the organization that I represent, the Town Hall Communication Company and African Town Hall Online Television, and the project we created out to help the rising generation, believe that these things can change. We have hope in the rising generation. We just need to get them now. If we are able to get the rising generation now, then we have a chance to put them where we want them to be. So we want you to come to the ebook club and join it. Okay. Today we want to discuss. If you are joining us, let me invite all those who are joining us, please try to leave a comment, find opportunities to leave a notice, tell us you're here. Let us know that you are able to hear us loud and clear. It is always helpful to us to know that you are viewing and that you are out there and that we can be of help to you. Okay, the main topic we want to discuss today is how to do with how to motivate you, how to inspire you, how to make you want to read books. We want to put you in that point where you want to read books. Because if you are reading books, then you have gone halfway in improving your own life. And if we can get several lives improved, then we will have the continent of Africa changed. So now, what we are doing here is to help you. Now, let's talk about how you can get inspired to read books, because we discovered that some of us are not excited about reading books. Some of us are not enthused as we should be with the reading of books. And if you have one of the things I encourage you to do if you want to now enjoy reading books is to come to the town hall, the African Town Hall eBook Club, because we support people with ideas and strategies on how they can read books and how they can enjoy reading books. Now, off the cuff, the first strategy I'd like to give you in wanting to read book is to desire to read books. If you have no reason to desire to read book, think about the fact that you can become a better person by the fact that you are reading books. Think about it, and truly you can become. Yours truly, if you credit me with anything important in this life, all of them are made from books that I read. I have a university education, but I can tell you on authority that every single thing I studied in the university, I have already covered them in books I bought and personally read myself. I had books on Western philosophy, African philosophy, and all kinds of books that I have read on my own, just loving to read books. And then I read them. Now, because of why you need to read books, that's why you should get involved. The reasons why you should read books is that it will make you, if you are a young person growing up, it will make you a man, if you're and a woman, the type that you want to be. If you have a dream of the kind of woman you want to be, kind of man you want to be, research those people and find books that surrounds the kind of life they are living, or find out the kind of books they themselves are reading, and then read those books, and you discover you become like them. I learned recently from one of our members at African Town Hall eBook Club, Ezenwa, who said that he learned that if you don't have opportunity to go to university, if you have opportunity to go to university, please do go to university. It's very important. It's helpful. It will give you connection with networks you can use in future. Plus, there's learning of a level going on there, except in most African universities, especially Nigeria, where there's not much going on in our universities. But if you have opportunity to go, but if you don't, it is if you go to Google alone and Google all the subjects that you want to know something about and start reading them for a whole of 4 years. Within 4 years, the kind of ideas, the kind of power that will get into your system will make you to become an international figure. You get a product that will affect the world. You will get something that will touch lives. That's number one. And then the same promise that I make you if you join the African Town Hall eBook Club. If you are a member of the African Town Hall eBook Club, I promise you that within the same 4 years, if you are following, downloading 4 books or 10 books a month, getting ebook summaries, or getting the videos and audios and listening to them steadily for 4 years, and as a member of the African Town Hall eBook Club, that will just cost you, if you're a premium member, it will cost you only 4,000 naira in 4 years, because it's 1,000 per year. Or if you're a gold member, it will cost you 2,000 naira for 4 years. I mean, can you imagine that? And then you will be with us. You will find all the books that you want to read, and you will read steadily every time throughout for 4 years. If you choose one particular subject and focus on it, in 4 years' time, you will become an international expert on that subject. This is a given promise, and it's there. I'm not the first person to promise it. Even Google promises it that. Google controls almost all the information network in the world today, and they know the content that they have in their system. So, uh, what you need is just to come up and you will discover this wonder. Okay. Now, knowing that it is so important to read books, decide that since it's important to read books, I'm going to read books. Make that decision. Now, in the Project 30 Before 30 International Goal Setting Process training that we provided for free for the rising generations of the world, everybody who needed them, because they are on my Facebook wall for free. You can take them up at any time. They are inside Project 30 Before 30 International group on Facebook. Is available for free for viewing and download. And these are practical trainings that you can put into practice immediately. Now, in those trainings, one of the goals you must set if you want to become successful in life is a goal on your intellectual life. It has to do with goal on all the things you want to study, the books you want to read. How many of them do you want to read in a year? You set that goal. Set a goal. Just go study your intellectual. What do you want to learn? All that you want to know. Think about them. And I'll say, how do I access the power of the knowledge that I'm seeking? And we say it is in reading books. And then if you decide how many books you read in a year, one of the goals we suggested for the rising generation in the Project 30 Before 30 International uh, project workbook is that every rising generation person, which is every youth and young adult 12 to 30 years of age, should plan to read at least 100 personal development books before they are 30 years of age. So if you came upon us when you are 12, start reading. By the time you are 30, see to it that you have finished 100 books. And if you are already 28, I mean, you can come to the eBook club, which gives you access to 10 books in each month, including summaries that will make it easier for you to understand what you're reading. And you follow this with speed. And the promise is still standing that in 4 years' time, you become an international expert, not national, I mean international expert on the field you have chosen. This is a truth. This is a truism. It's there, it's standing, it's waiting for you to explore it. And I invite you to explore. Okay, so now knowing that it's important to read, because if you want to be a man indeed, a woman indeed, you need to read. If you want your brain to be well developed, you need to read. If you want to become important, an international expert, you need to read. If you want to develop your intellectual life, you need to read. Your intellect has to do with your brain and your mind. And your brain and your mind need to be healthy to be able to sustain you and give you peace of mind and stability. Now, just like your body will need good food, that is fruits, vegetables, and grains, and tubers to read, to roots to eat, to be healthy, your brain requires books to be healthy. So that is why we created this one. So the African Town Hall eBook Club. So if you are able to read books steadily, then your brain will be well developed. Now, with this understanding at the back of your mind, the next thing we invite you to do, which is one critical thing I'd like to discuss clearly today, is start with smaller books. Even me, who love reading books from infancy, and I say I started loving to read books from infancy. And I don't know what my life will be meaningless if I didn't read books, because I am ahead of my peers in any way, sense, it's all from book. If I'm ahead of them in any sense, it's from books I read. Because I know I've read more books than many of my peers. Okay. And personally, I feel a peace of mind that I do not commonly see among people that I interact with. The things that worry them, concern them, doesn't worry me. Why? Because my mind has been developed through the access to the mind of all the superior people, all the geniuses of this world that wrote books. I have their books with me. All the multi-millionaires, I have their books with me, and I'm reading them. And I'm beginning from their life and learning how to make my own life a lot better. So I have better stability than many people. And I know this because I interact in society. So because I have that, I am able to read several books and then improve my mind. Now, if you do not read a lot of books, and this is serious, if you don't read lots of books, you are starving your brain or your intellect. Therefore, you cannot have a good intellectual life, and you cannot have a good intellectual power, which you need to stand for yourself in this society, in the world today. So, to be able to grow your brain, to grow your intellectual capacity, to feed your brain so that it is healthy like your body when fed well with fruits, vegetables, grains, and tubers and roots. To grow your brain that way, you read lots of books. The more books you read, the more nourished your brain is, and the more capacity you develop. So now, with this knowledge, let it push you to read. When I, as a young person, I was reading, and I had the privilege. The Civil War disrupted the development of the Igbo race and other people. In fact, Nigeria. He said Nigeria backward. The Civil War is why Nigeria is where it is today. Now, if we didn't fight it, Nigeria would be a lot better. Far, Africa would be a lot better for it. Now, because that war was fought, the whole of Africa. It killed the dream for a Biafra to be born. Then Africa, Nigeria are stagnating. The same thing that happens. Now, but when it happens, I'm bringing this story because when that war was on, some distant relations of mine, I didn't know them, I've not heard of them before, but they are relations of my mother. They came home when they fled the city. They came home and stayed in our home with us. Many of them. 5 of those people were university students, and they had these huge university books. Think about the university books of the 60s and 70s. They came with them. And I was just a 10 or 11-year old about that time. And I pounced on these books and was reading them to the amazement of everyone around me. My peers were worried that I was reading too many big books. But I enjoyed myself and I had fun. And I read a book that had a sentence that contains 5 dots, TH80, 5 of them in a row without break. That is still correct English in a way. And I that part of what helped me to conquer my shyness and my introvert nature, because I took that what I was reading out there, and I could boast among my peers and say, "Hey, I can make a sentence with 5 dots, and it will still be correct English." And they say, "It is impossible. How can you do that?" And I will run off. He pointed that man has put was in the wrong place. If you count it, you find that there are 5 dots in a row. He pointed that man has put was in the wrong place. Now, with that kind of this thing, he helped me control my environment, control the world. Everybody looked at me in awe, and I was elated very highly. And that improved my mental capacity. That improved my emotional capacity, what I felt about myself. And it began to change the change that I now finally was able to develop in life from a shy little boy to a man who can speak to the whole world. Okay, so only books can do that for you. So now keep the knowledge of what the books can do to sit well in your heart and let them be your inspiration, your driving force, and your guide. Now, as I pursue that life, I discovered that reading is good. Now, at some point in my life, I got so engaged and engrossed in work and other activities that reading was becoming a little bit difficult. And then I knew immediately that I was missing something because my life was no longer as easy as it was for me. And a number of things began to worry me. And I wondered how that could be. So because of that, I sat down and thought of what was going on. And I discovered that it's now going for some months and I will not be able to finish a book when I normally finish some books in 1 week or finish at least 2 to 3 books in 1 month. And I say, oh, okay, something is happening here. So the first time I made a decision to go back to the book, and this is the main thing I want to share, so you listen very well now. The first time I made a decision to go back to books, to read them, I started, and it was a struggle. And I was carrying one big book. It was really huge, and I liked the story, but I wasn't making the progress I want to make with it. So to change that narrative, I thought, what can I do? So one day I decided to pick up some small books. So I got some small books, starting with stories. Stories, they drive me so crazy that when I start them, I don't drop them. In those days when I read like me in my power, I will pick a novel on Saturday when I'm not going to work, and I will eat with the book in my hand, drink with the book in my hand, have a nap in the afternoon with the book in my hand. And that means wake up every time and read, finish whatever I'm doing and read, and keep reading. And before it is Monday morning, I have finished that book. I had many spells like that. So to restart back, I went to very small books. Those books that are 100 pages or less. Yes. And there are many great books like that, many novels like that. They are 100 pages or less. Two of my books, the ones I wrote myself, are less than 100 pages. One of them, Growing from Your Experiences, is 77 pages. And the other one, Foundation for Joyful Relationships, is 97 pages. And my book, this is a career book, the Retire Early to Wealth and Fame, had 97 pages. So these books are compressed, compact books that contains everything you need, but in a few pages. So if you are struggling with reading, let the need to read, let the importance of reading drive you. So as they are driving you, that's the first thing. As those things are driving you, then go for the books that are the volumes are small, so that as soon as you are able to finish them, you claim the success. Let the celebration of that success drive you to pick up the next small book. And as you start finishing these small books, as you pick them, as you pick them, it will get to a point where when you pick those books that are less than 100 pages, you finish them in one day or in one weekend. And if you get the ones that are 2, 3, 4, 500 pages, and we have all kinds, all of them are in the African Town Hall ebook club. We even have books that are 800 pages in the African Town Hall ebook club. So every book you need is there. Now you now discover that you can get back to your reading speed. So that's what happened to me. I was able to get back to my reading speed to be able to by reading small books. After several months of reading small books, and I saw that I was able to get back to my big books and stay on them and finish them. Okay, that's one thing you must do. The second thing, in the process that you must do to enable you read fast, knowing why you should, is the ebook system, electronic book system. Now, when you have a printed book, printed books are beautiful, they are perfect, they are about the best thing that can ever happen to mankind. They are what brought us to where we are. Without them, we won't be able to come to the ebook side. But the ebook is the way to go. That is the latest. That's the in thing. That's where technology has taken us. Because one of the purposes of the African Town Hall ebook club is to, the Town Hall Communication Company is to leverage the power of technology to give voice to the rising generations of Africa. So in doing that, we are doing it through books. You don't have a voice unless there's something in your head. And it is reading book that will put something in your head. It is attending classes that will put something in your head. And the whole coaching program we are providing is a class. The books we are providing is an opportunity to read and put something in your head so that you can have something to give to society. Life is like a computer. Garbage in, garbage out. If you don't put anything inside your head, you have nothing to give to the world. If you have something in your head, you have something to give to the world. I have discovered, and there are many other people have spoken about that the world is an idea thing. The problem we have is not even money. There's no money problem. What you have is an idea problem. All the monies you have, they are made from ideas. The monies are made from ideas. So if you are able to put a lot of things in your head, in your brain, if you are giving your brain the right type of food, everything that feeds will grow. There's an Igbo proverb that says that everything that feeds must grow. So if you feed your brain with this food, which is books, then it will grow, it will germinate, grow fruits, and produce results for you. Those results will be ideas that make money. The end of it is money. So if you are looking for money, forget who will give you loan, forget who will dash you money, forget stealing, because it will help. All those things cannot help you. What will help you is to put something in your head through the reading of books, study, go to school if you have the opportunity, get something inside our head. As soon as you put things in that head, they generate ideas. And those ideas, uh, because there's something, the brain is growing, your head is growing. As our people say, what is food must grow. Your brain is growing ideas. And then you take out those ideas and come and plant them. They will become fruits, they will produce more fruits, which is money. This is how money is made. So money is an idea thing, not a problem. There's no problem with money. There's only problem with ideas. If you have ideas, you have money. If you don't have ideas, you have no money. Simple. That is just the math. Okay. So now, as you keep reading, you will discover that reading will begin to solve the problems of your life. They will solve them, because the more ideas that come to you, even if you have 1,000 of them and you implement one, that one has the capacity to make you a millionaire. Or even, all of us may not become millionaires, but it's enough to provide you the next level of money that you need. This is the point here. So for our training today on getting yourself interested in reading books, remember the first thing is know that books are critical. They are not just important. If we want to use tautology, I'll say critically important. It's important, it's critical that you are reading books, because reading maketh a man. Reading maketh a man. Therefore, you have to read books. That's the first thing you must note, because it makes a man and a woman. And then a reader today is a leader tomorrow. Remember, what we're trying to do with the rising generations of Africa is to create leaders from out of them. That's what we want to do, to create leaders from out of the rising generations of Africa. And we want them to go the path of reading books, so that they will be made men and women who can now superintend over the affairs of Africa and bring it out from the doldrum that criminal elements who call themselves rulers have plunged the continent into. And we cannot continue like that, because it's so dangerous to do so. Because if we do, then, like I said, Africa will be recolonized. I am interested in doing everything I can in my power to ensure that Africa is not recolonized and Africa is not lying in a comatose, which is where we are at this time. Because we cannot subsist in this place for a long time. It is dangerous. It will not help us. It will cause a lot of problems for us. Now, if you have not yet joined the eBook Club, I'm posting a link that will take you to the eBook Club website, where you can click on it and go straight to that website and be able to join the eBook Club, or at least take a look at what is there, what is on offer. Part of the benefits of being a member of the African Town Hall eBook Club include the fact that you will receive coaching. The day you pick a book to read, for 6 months following the day you pick your Facebook from the Town Hall Communication eBook Club to read, the first question you ask, we give you 6 months free coaching. We be with you. We'll answer all the questions you have about the books you are reading and how to make the best benefit from those books. That's one. Two, in due course, we will be holding book reading seminars and workshops. These will be paid seminars and workshops. But those who are members of the African Town Hall eBook Club will pay only half of whatever it will cost to have admission into those seminars and workshops. That's a benefit. That one costs across every membership level, whether gold or premium. Now, but those on premium membership have additional benefits, which okay, the other benefit that I didn't state, I need to restate now, is the business benefit, where if you go to that website and scroll it down, you just find where it is clearly stated that if you simply enroll and become a member, you can build a business. It says you can build a business and earn extra income. Invite your friends to join the ebook club and make 50% profit. So as soon as you log in and register, you get a referral link. So when you tell your friends about the ebook club and they are interested, you send them the link. And once they click that link and join, wherever in the world they click that link and join, their name will fall inside your website and under your control. And then that gives you the opportunity to automatically receive a credit of 50% of whatever money they paid to join. Okay. The other benefits, and these are among the principal things. The money is good. Oh, really? Business is good. I love business and I like to do it. Now, but one of the principal intentions of the African Town Hall ebook club, part of the main thing we want to deliver personal development as you read books and get coaching from us. We want to deliver business opportunity for you. But we also want to deliver training on leadership. And here is how it works. If you join the ebook club and invite someone else to join the ebook club, that person now looks up to you as a leader. Now, that responsibility will help you strive to become better than you were when you signed the person on. So you can coach this person and teach them and help them. Now, let's think that you finally had like 100 people or more who registered through you in the ebook club. Now, these people become people that are now you are people to lead, people for you to guide. So you're automatically placed in a leadership position that gives you a chance to practice real leadership, a leadership from the heart, a leadership that is meant to give and deliver and teach and guide and direct, not the type of rulers in Africa. Now, here is what we are trying to do with that. When you learn this cool leadership system practically through helping the members of the ebook club who joined under you, who are now part of your network, then you will be able to take these people by hand and guide them. You become their leader. They look up to you because you have to answer their questions. You have to know many questions and many answers. It will give you general personal improvement. And then when you have learned this kind of leadership, what it will do to you is that you are going to become the kind of leader that Africa needs, the kind of leader that will midwife the renaissance of this continent. This is our goal. This is the end part of the goal. Again, another great benefit of the ebook club is that it will provide you with a network of networthy individuals who will respond to your business plans, become partners with you, become investors in your dream, who will give you counsel, show you examples of what they themselves did. I mean, this is an all-round, all-benefits package for the rising generations of Africa and anyone else who cares to join. Actually, among those who are members, I think it's a mix. It's a 50-50 mix. We have both those who are 30 years and below and people who are up to 60 years. So there are many people. There's even a man who is joining with all his children. He has joined and have paid for his children and is preparing for their sending out their documentation so that they will all be enrolled. So this is we want to create a family here, where we will help each other become better than we are at present. That is what is going on, and that is where we are taking you in the African Town Hall ebook club, and which is a product or an offshoot of Project 30 Before 30, which is a free mentorship and coaching program that we run for specifically the rising generation, and anyone else who needs coaching should please come. Now, one of the principal deliverables of the Project 30 Before 30 International is the goal setting process training. Now, it's not just the rising generation, everyone needs this. If you are struggling with your goals, then you need to go to the goal process training program. If you get that goal process setting training program, you will be highly enriched because it is fully loaded to help you become the best. So this is what is going on here. This is what each one of us must do, that we may be able to put our feet forward and do what we must do to grow this great continent. Okay, so now in wrapping up today's presentation, here's a few things I would like to share straight from the African Town Hall ebook club website. The other benefits, but these are only related to the premium membership. Those benefits include audio books and video books and book summaries where they are available on any book you have. And we have several book summaries we can give out. Every month we put 10 books in the premium membership portal and put 4 books in the gold membership portal. And then for those in the premium membership portal, we will put up to 2 books, ebook summaries there for them. So that is how this will run. And in that way, you can get your ebook summaries that can help you to quickly know the genuines of the books. But we want you to advise you to read the books first. That's why we are not throwing in so many summaries with you. We have several hundreds of book summaries, but we're not going to throw that in because we want you to read the book, because it's the reading of those books, the mental exercise, that's what grows you. Okay. So now, in closing, we would like you to know why the African Town Hall ebook club is formed. We formed it, we said this before, we not want to repeat it because of its critical importance. The rising generations of Africa are about the most marginalized, disorganized, disoriented, and disadvantaged group in the world today. This is so unfair given that the best brains in all the rising generations of the world today are found in Africa. The Town Hall Communication Company Limited is set up with the main objective of utilizing technology to give voice and power to the rising generations of Africa to correct this anomaly. Recognizing the power of reading in the development of the mind of human beings and the growing of the leadership and other great soft skills of life, the Town Hall Communication Company Limited is pleased to create the African Town Hall e-book club. So that's why we are here. And all the kind of books we have include their academic books, their arts, their biographies, their business and career, their children and youth, their environment, their fiction and literature, and their health and fitness, lifestyle, personal growth and development, politics and laws, religion, science and research, and technology. Everything is there. And you can have all of these just on your phone. And this is one other way that can help someone read if you are struggling with reading. The fact that the book you want to read is not in a book you need to go and get, but it's right there on your phone or your tablet or iPad or laptop or desktop as you're working. You can pull those things up. And I want to testify that reading from my phone and my tablet and my laptop has helped me to cover my reading schedule. The schedule I have set for my reading, the quantity of books and chapters I want to read in a day, and any book I pick up, I'll put it up in my phone, put it up in my iPad, put it up in my laptop, so that any one of them I'm working with, as soon as I get off what I'm doing, those minutes in between what else I'm going to do, I pull up a book. If I'm using my laptop, I pull up the book from there, bam, and I'm reading it. So these are the things that have been prepared to help you. We would like you to take advantage of it, make no more delays, come forward. First, join the ebook club. Secondly, start reading. Third, start asking questions. Fourth, come to the African Town Hall ebook club engagement hour, which hosts every Mondays and Fridays. Well, with this week included Wednesday, but from next week it will be Mondays and Fridays, and it will all start at 8 p.m. And if we have a lot of people come, we intend to engage ourselves for 1 hour, and then come and have your questions answered. Come and make comments. Come and share about the books you're reading. Come and engage with others. Learn about new books that you read. My recommended small book this week, which I would like those who are struggling with starting to read. My recommended book this week is a small book. It is called As a Man Thinketh. As a Man Thinketh is a small book, and I've read this book like the opting time, and sometimes I've sat down in one sitting and lying down all together and finish reading it. So I want you to do that with that book. It also has summaries in case you are a premium member and you like to have the summaries after you read the book. So book of the week that I'm recommending to you, I'm putting it on the chat bar now, is book of the week that I'll put on the chat bar shortly for you is As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. So when you get this book, read it throughout it, see how fast you can use it to finish it, and then go back and read it again. Don't read these books once, read them several times. Read them several times. And when you're able to read them several times, then you'll be able to make sense in it. It has been a pleasure for me to present this for you. I look forward to meeting you all again in the watch party for this, which will start shortly. And then we also want you to, when you see this watch party, to create your own watch party with it. Watch it, share it, invite your friends to enjoy it with you, and then like it, comment on it, ask questions on it. Anytime you leave a comment on Facebook or YouTube on this, I will find them and I'll be able to reply. If you have your question, you can either contact me directly or leave the comments on wherever you found this book, this broadcast, Facebook and YouTube, or wherever you find it. So leave your question, leave your comment, and let us know what we can do next to help you. Thank you for being here. We appreciate every moment that we have spent with you on this today. Thank you and have a blessed day.